Boo 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 boo. All right. Oh, that's not the right one to shrink down. We'll shrink that hero down right there. All right. Yeah. Yeah, maybe AI did the narration now. It's AI narrated. Yeah. Yeah. How are y'all doing today? Okay. We're in the dark room. It's all about being dark. Oh, yeah. So dark. So room. Oh, where is my OBS? There we go. Hope y'all are having a good night. I need to level up this character real quick so he can have a good night. Gonna train him up here. Heavy mallet. Huh. Everybody wants a big old mallet. Gonna pop some holes there into our big huge thing. Entombed on hunt downs also become heavy, limiting their ability to jump and fly. Well, that's what I was really worried about, was their ability to jump and fly. That is definitely not what I'm worried about. Seismic force, that's going to increase your chances to hit for a while. Interesting, interesting. Heavy mallet, lets you knock something. Encrust all near the remaining clean symbol will automatically break free of attack. they'll break free. So this is a sleep deal. That could be kind of interesting on a blaster. I have to say, I don't see that too often. What does this do exactly? 7% defense debuff makes them easier to hit for 10 seconds. 20-second recharge, 3 magnitude sleep for 10 seconds. I'll try that one out before I get too many slots in it. Let's see. It's pretty endurance heavy. Build up. Ooh, 100% strength to all damage for 10 seconds. Nifty, nifty, nifty. Okay. I just want to see the heavy mallet in action. I'm not going to lie. What am I doing right now? Level 12? Yeah, this is level 12. Up thrust, causing a micro to erupt around your targets, causes a shred, dealing damage, lower defenses. So this is doing AoE, 15-foot radius, not the biggest radius in the world. 16-second cooldown ain't half bad. Damage is pretty minor-ish. Do I want super jump or do we want force of will? We want maybe force of will. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hey. Do we want flight? No, we don't want flight on this. We definitely want leaping or force of will. Yeah. I think I'll just stick with leaping. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back, Dernan, Matt, Mr. Gadgets, Yuki. I'm just trying to unwind after a long day, so it's been a day. It's been a day. All right. So this was one of the characters that we leveled up yesterday. You guys might remember that this was, I think his name was Stonefall or something. He was a Sentinel. I rebuilt him just as a pure blaster because I don't really feel like the Sentinel chassis works well, and I'll tell you why. Well, it does work well. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't work any worse or better than any other Sentinel. But I have a rule that I'm believing more and more in, and that rule is if the power set is all ranged, then it needs to be a blaster. If the we're talking like the blast, the main power, right? Which is very very similar on both Sentinels and blasters. If it's ranged, all range, it needs to be on a blaster. If it has PBAOE like fire does, it needs to be on a Sentinel. That's my new rule. Ooh, you got to get up early and drive 3 hours to a job site. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. I'm a big fan of audible books, though. So I've had to do some long drives to work before. I used to, work almost an hour away, and I would listen to a lot of hour there, hour back every day. I'd get some audiobooks definitely done in that. Definitely get a lot of audiobooks done. Picture could probably easily change. I don't have a picture yet for this guy, so yeah, I don't have a picture yet for him. So this is a new guy, so he's on the list. So he played. Could I have a problem? You might. It's all part of the fun. Got to fly to New York for 3 days to set up convention equipment displays. Oh, God bless your heart. Yeah, we got to do what we got to do to make money. I did plenty of business travel on planes and stuff back in the day for that reason, so I can totally understand. I totally get it, man. Been there, done that. Definitely. I can definitely understand that. Here, let's do that for now. Let me buy the SOs for this guy. Yeah, I don't even know what he needs really. Let's take a look here. Definitely going to use a lot of these up. Let's see, 33%. Wrong type. Wrong type. Come on, go to damage. Give me some more of those. Give me some accuracies. Yeah, top of outfit makes me think of RoboCop from here, right? Absolutely. It does. It's a loud mouse, yeah. It's a sensitive mic. It picks up even the smallest of voices if I talk like this. So it is a good microphone. We need 2 more reds, 2 more yellows. 2 more reds, 2 more yellows. Get that mallet up there. So that mallet is 86 points of damage. So, and Tome is 87 points of damage. So there you go. Kind of makes me wonder how these two stack up. So you've got Tome, which is 11 endurance, 2-second activation for 87 points of damage. Then you 86 for 11 endurance, a little bit faster activation, and that one's melee. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Oh, what happened to the jumps? Oh, did I sell the jumps on accident? Son of a gun. I knew I was doing something wrong. Silly Phil. Tricks are for kids. That's how you waste money. At least the jumps are cheap. What are we going to put in Stone Prison? We're going to put... They'll put an accuracy in both. It'd be a shame if they missed. We don't want those guys to miss. Okay. All right. So, stamina. Could use a little endurance modification. Yep. We'll grab some of that endurance mod, and then we're all set. We could take them out for a spin. Let's see. Can do it if you want to at some point. Don't know how I'm going to be up. You're going to see the curvature of the Earth with 3 sleep. Well, yeah, that's the whole point, right? You want to make sure that you can see everything from the air with super jump, right? Triple slotted. You know, make sure you don't miss any of the action. Yeah. You don't want to miss out any of the fun. He just keeps jumping and he never stops jumping. Well, when you're jumping around in the villain side of things, you definitely want to make sure you have that jump pretty well slotted, because you're gonna need it. You're definitely gonna need it. I wonder if I even got the badge right behind the trainer here. Okay, did now. Don't know how long you're going up. Nice that you can steer while jumping. Yeah, you gotta be pretty fast on it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I may not be up late tonight. I was up a little late too. We were up a little late last night, so I probably won't be up very much either. But I definitely want to get a couple of. I definitely wanted to get this guy set up and give him a little bit of a test run, because we got him leveled up the other day and I never took him out. And whatnot. So just gonna get his badges real quick. I do find these badges to be a little bit more difficult than the hero side. And getting the Ouroboros portal on the villain side is definitely a little bit more of a trip than it is for heroes. I find that jumping on the roofs of villain land is a little bit of its own little jumping puzzle. If you don't want to get caught behind buildings, you get really good on landing on those roofs. Where's it at? I'm not even sure where this badge is at. It's like right around here somewhere in the water or something. Who knows? Oh, well, there's my 5 reward merits, so there's that. Let's see. I see Mr. Wandering around here. Let's see. And what am I doing next? Okay, so I need to go to Ore. I need to get an Ouroboros portal next, which you have to do in Granville. So if you ever wondered how to get the portal, the Ouroboros portal on the villain side, especially on a quiet server where no one's going to give you a portal, I can show you how to do that. Of course, the easiest way is just for me to log into one of my other characters and open one up on the ground, but where's the fun in that? Just go to Granville. And whatnot. Had to get early and go back to sleep afterwards. Part didn't really work. No. Hey, how's it going, Funny Bones? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well today. It's nice to see you. Today we're going to answer that lifelong question. How to whatchamacallit, how to solo a blaster, right? Every once in a while I get somebody who's like, oh, I don't think you can solo a blaster. You can. You absolutely can. You just gotta be careful. And you gotta kill them before they can kill you. Which a blaster does rather well, unlike the defender. Defender has a really tough time killing them before the defender dies. Let's see here. I credit jump steering, top of wall running, and trying stick landings with my overall play in PUBG. I believe that. So that right there gives you your portal Ouroboros, by the way. I've been doing Ouro Flashbacks today. My staff SR Brute's almost level 30 now. Nice. I actually did quite a bit on my my bio staff tanker. And that one's really been coming along. I could show that to you guys want, but I'm very pleased with that performance on that character. It's definitely been very nice. And whatnot, so. And this place is easy to get lost in. Oh, playing the villain tonight. Red side always needs some love. Well, I play both sides quite a bit. I prefer the red side, but I probably end up playing the blue side more because they have more content for me to cover, and I'm trying to get through all the story arcs, and their story arcs take longer. So if I showed you my spreadsheet, I keep a spreadsheet of all the story arcs. The red side story arcs tend to be about 30 minutes or so on the average, and the blue side are all over the place, but they tend to be pretty long. They've got some real doozies in there that just take hours to get through and whatnot. Especially how in live blasters didn't get some of the region recovery. Oh, yeah. And you're absolutely right. So if you had asked me what was the solo ability of blasters in live, I would have told you it was a D, a solid D. In Homecoming, it's an A-. It absolutely is really, really good. And I'm talking about the lower levels. At higher levels, it just goes straight up, probably to S tier, as most of them do. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can just look at my notes here and see if I can find... Let me see if I can find on my sheets a good let's see here. Though after NPC Heroes yesterday, I think I might be accurate. What would all the ults have ranked on the official pre-Homecoming? Yeah, I couldn't tell you for a fact because I didn't play them all that much to be like the expert on it. But I did play some Blaster, and it was really, really rough. It was really rough. It was so rough. Okay, it was so rough. So very rough. Let's see here. Hit the treacherous, whatever. The Vazalok Conference is a really good one. This is a really, really good one. 3 doors, get you 18 reward merits. the Vazalok conference here. So let's do this one. This is a good one to kind of to just get him some merits and get him started with some money. And see how well he handles with these powers. Oh, I just noticed Galactic Vagabond was trying to say something to me. Hey, Galactic. I saw that a little late. I appreciate the offer. I don't... Whoa, 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 whoa. No, he's about to have a very short blastery-like career here. I landed in the wrong spot there and just got hammered. We're probably safe over here. Oh my gosh. It was like a homing missile there. Ah! They're still after me! Son of a gun! What do you have to do to get away from these guys? Holy shiz. Leave me alone. Yeah, Blaster got blasted. Well, the $1 million question is, I will say probably the biggest weakness so far that I have is I don't know if I really have a get out of jail free card. So you always look for that on your blaster. What's your get out of jail free card? And it probably is that sleep powder. We're going to give it a shot and see how well it works. So we'll try to put some things to sleep. As long as you start the attack. Oh. Alright, so if I try to put these... Oh, the problem is these are Vazalok and they don't really go to sleep that well, so... Alright. So... Let me show... I will show you... Usually, I don't even pay attention to chat, but I usually use it for... I usually like to keep track of my hit rolls. So I like to have the hit rolls up here. I like to have the combat log here. And then I like to have a tab for the rewards. So usually I'm not paying too much attention to chat as much in the game. You get the momentum and everything else. Nice, nice. Let's go ahead and put these guys to sleep. See if the sleep crystals work. No? Is it just PBAOE? Oh, it is a PBAOE. Well, son of a gun. Well, that's not super helpful. All right. Option number 2. We're going to try to put one of these in a big old Toomey thing. And, of course, he's going to resist it because he's a Vazalok. Why wouldn't he resist it when he's a Vazalok? Yeah, you know, this is a pretty bad situation for a Sentinel. Is your get out of jail free card is a status condition, and you're fighting against Vazalok, and they just laugh at your status conditions, really. It's most unfortunate, but true. What is the best way to level once you're level 27? Yeah, just pretty much, yeah, run things. But usually by level 27, most solo archetypes should be able to handle ×2. So ask yourself, you know, can you handle ×2? Because you're going to get almost twice as much experience. I mean, depends on your AoE capabilities, but okay, you won't get twice as much experience per hour because it's going to take you longer to get through things at that rate. But you will get more experience overall, and that's what's important if you're doing bigger groups. Some of my characters, I have one character that was able to go to ×2 at 8th level. I'll see you put him in salt right there. That's cute. Now I want to hit him with the mallet. Oh, he hit him with the big stone mallet. That was super cute. Yeah, hit him with the mallet. Mallet good. Did I aggro something else? No. I thought I heard something shooting at me. If you're single target focus, bump the pluses. Yeah, if you're AoE focus, bump the X. I think it's probably a good idea. Yeah, if you're single target, if you're pure single target, which mostly is just Stalker and certain melee builds, yeah, you could definitely do that. Whack. Oh gosh, that pop-up when you're in the middle of a freaking fight, and that pop-up's like, hey, let's pop up in front of you and see if you can play the game while you have pop-ups going on. Silly pop-ups. Oh gosh, he's still alive. I didn't realize there was still one that's still alive. Hit him with the mallet. The mallet is pretty funny, I will admit. The stone mallet there is pretty hilarious. Yeah, if you're doing like tanker and you have only 1 or 2 AoEs, what you're going to definitely want to do on a tanker is, put as much recharge reduction in those as possible, so you can just spam them, so that you can level at a halfway decent clip. Because tankers really do specialize in melee kind of AoE. They have the longest reach. They have a really good reach with their AoEs. I really do like that it came right there just for me. Okay, well that one was easy. Not too shabby for his first outing there against Vazalok. Yeah, those Vazalok like to put up a fight. Let's go to our contact here. Now, how many of y'all use double jump? I feel like double jump's a little weird. Double jump is a little silly. Hey, Phantom Zero, how are you doing today? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? The cutscene here. Oh, my character isn't dying while they're doing this cutscene. Oh, pretty good. Got off from work, plus they asked the game on the ice. No, you gotta stop doing that. That's not healthy. That ice is bad stuff for you. Hey, Jerome, how are you doing today? How's it going? Oh, jeez. It looked like it looked like I flew right into that wall. That was funny as all get out. Not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. Been having bad luck. Hey, Blaster, new character. Well, this is a revisioning of the character from before. He was a Sentinel. I re-leveled him up using a farm. At least got him back up to 15. I think I had him up to 20 as a Sentinel. I was like a Earth Sentinel, and I've turned him into more of an Earth Blaster. Dang nabbit, I'm getting tired of being flanked. Take that. And the reason for that is because I realized that the Earth powers are all ranged. So why am I putting it on a Sentinel? If it's all ranged, it belongs in a Blaster. If it's got point blank attacks, then it belongs on a Sentinel. Like fire belongs on a Sentinel. Yeah. I'm supposed to be looking for these guys to escort back to the Vasilok doctors here. What the hell are you guys doing up on the roof? It's a weird place to be hanging out on the roof. Weird. Just finished a mistake or had difficulty set to 4-1. 20 mobs at 15. Why would you do that for, Jerome? You can easily change it right before you go into the door. You don't set it. You don't set it for the whole Ouroboros. Like if I change it right now, the next mission I do will have the new settings. And let's just say I walked into a mission and it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot I left these up. Just walk out, change it. And if you're in an Ouroboros by yourself, you can't just quit it easily. That's okay. Just log out and log back in. That'll usually reset it for you. Aha, found one. Come on, victim. Let's make you a real victim. Oh, that was a little cray. They wouldn't go down very easily. When you accidentally turn every mission into a boss. Yeah. Well, you were too lazy to change it. I think it would take a lot more energy to fight through that slog. I'd be too lazy not to change it. Well, I'm not doing too shabby against normal packs of mobs here. Oh gosh, I didn't see him over there behind the fence. There we go. Bring him in and turn that guy in. That cone attack has a really fast cooldown. Oh, did he just respawn? Aha, found another victim to rescue. Okay, well that was easy enough on that guy there. I'm doing pretty good with this blaster here. It is working out pretty decently. No problem with regular mobs. The only thing is I don't have much of a get out jail free card at the moment, but haven't had to reach for the inspirations too much. Come on, buddy. What did you do? Did you get hung up on a car? Like, oh, hello, nurse. I think that's the other guy right there. Well, that worked out. This works out really well. Oh, goodness gracious. No, we're not taking on a... We may be a blaster, but we're not stupid. Yeah, I wasn't going to stand in the middle of 8 of them. But picking them off one at a time, that I can do. Oh my gosh. How did I unlock a long-range teleporter? Wow, I think what we need is a few more longbowmen here. Oh, goodness gracious, that's so many of you. Okay, that was a waste of my energy there. It's okay. I don't need to beat them all. I just need to get the Vic. Oh, come on. Seriously, dude? You are literally right behind me. Come on. Ah, good grief. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I'm just going to be over here getting my hit points back. Don't mind me. No, maybe not. Yeah, I'll let the NPCs kill all of you guys. See, now that's... Whoa! That's how you blaster, guys. You let the NPC... Wow! There's even more of them over there. It's like they're coming out of the woodwork. Okay, you guys want some? Come get some. Oh, you be dead. How about you? Can we get rid of you over here? Oh, you're a toughin'. All right, that was a little more involved than normal. Oh, I didn't realize the volume was so low. How's Maid Man doing today?
Doing fine.
Now, this is an interesting thing. We could probably just skip to the end of this, assuming we don't die on the trip. Just try to go as quickly as possible past them, and maybe they won't shoot you. You know what I mean? Oh. Lovely Linda. Well, how lovely is Linda, I wonder? Lovely enough for me to kill in 4 hits. Hey, how's it going, Flea? Hey, Tammy. How's it going? Surprised I didn't aggro anything. And there's Facemaker up there. Happens a lot that they're kind of up there on the left side. That's kind of something I've come to expect. Okay, wait, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. She, whatever. This is a boss. Well, let me put on my good clothes. I want to impress the boss. Really, with the blaster, it's going to be you or them first, so, you know, choose your poison. I'm going to go for killing her first. 22 minutes. And how many? 12 reward merits in 22 minutes. I would say that isn't shabby at all. That's 2 million worth. It's a good that's a good little quick thing to take your new level 15 sentinels on, or your blasters or whatever. That was a blaster. Worth the level there. Didn't take too long. Now, a lot of the 3-door missions in Villain Lane only give you like 5 reward merits. I'm not sure why that one gives so much, but I'll take it. It's a good one to milk. Moo. Milk. Moo. Finish my route working on the blaster now. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Nice to have that build-up power there. And long-range teleporters open. Okay. Does anybody want to see anything in particular? Does Yuki around want to run something? I got my one big thing I want to get done out of the way. What is up with you? Yeah, if you want to do our villains, we can do our villains. If you're busy, I'll just load up one of my other melee characters I've been leveling up. Trying to get... What am I trying to get up right now? I'm trying to get these melees. And a controller. Rocket music there. Do you like the villain music? Oh, man. Well, we'll do one story arc. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'll show y'all this. Oh, you know, I need to work on her IOs, but this bio armor tanker has been coming along really well. She does need to buy IOs, however. Enhancements, crafted. I guess there's a question of, yeah, like, you could probably put something good in Eye of the Storm there. I wonder what the tanker ATO is. I'm afraid to ask. What is the tanker IOs? Yeah, well, we said the villain. We did the heroes yesterday. Tanker archetype sets. Gauntleted Fist. Accuracy, damage, recharge, chance for absorb. Woohoo. What's the other one? Might of the Tanker. Chance to resist all. Yeah. No rush to get those. So like a melee AoE set for her big AoE power would be nice. That would be super, super nice. Numbers on 2 check or chance buff stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're okay. They're good. They're good for you tanking more. For solo tanking, I'm more worried about increasing DPS. Like Obliteration here has a chance for extra smashing damage, on top of increasing damage overall by 3%, increasing accuracy. Now this would be expensive. This is 3 million a pop. Well, that one's only 1 million. 1 million. 1.5 million. I don't know if I have enough to But I probably have some salvage I could spend and get her one of those sets. That'd be really nice for her to help her level up better. It's got 64 reward merits. So there is that. Got 47 enhancement converters. That's worth a little bit of money. I should probably just post those on the auction house to start. I hear Yuki's Yuki ready to rock and roll.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Just waiting around or kind of half awake at the moment.
Let's add a tab for rewards here. Tells another one of my new characters because their tabs aren't set up. Rewards. Everyone likes rewards. Let me go use the bathroom and get the cat real quick. We'll be right back in a minute. Oh, we have probably have artwork for time stream here. Well, now that's time stream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is time stream. There we go. There's a big picture of time stream there while I go use the boys' room. It actually came out pretty good. Be right back. Did they have a tyrant mission, or what's a tyrant mission? The Statesman's Pal badge. Oh, well, that's probably why I don't know too much about it. I don't do too much with badges myself. Alright. Let's see. We can do that Vasilok conference again, because that's worth a sweet 12. Yeah. No. Thought I was being slick there. Now I'm a trapped bird in a cage. No. Oh no. I'm stuck. Oh no. I'm free. Hey Gasper, how you doing today? How's it going? How's it going? How's everyone doing today? Well, there you go. Everyone who's anyone is doing the wedding except for me. No weddings for me.
I'm trying to do an Ouroboros mission in Necropolis with my defender. It is painful.
Your body's dead. Well, Jinjitsu will do that to you. And I thought I heard was that Wandering talk about Neutropolis? Were you saying something about Neutropolis there?
Yeah, I'm doing an Ouroboros mission in Neutropolis with a solo defender.
Yeah, God bless your heart. You're definitely doing some fine work there. Not sure they can pay me enough to try another solo defender. Metropolis missions are even more refined in terms of their pacing compared to the villains. Like they're almost all 3 doors, and they almost give the same merit rewards like to each other. The downside is that there are not very many merit rewards. But from what I've experienced so far, I still have a lot more to test. The thing about the wedding is you can hang back and let them fight out and still get the rewards. There you go. As long as you guys are having fun with it. That's what happens when I pop all the cooldowns at once. It's called Ultimate Meltage. Ultimate Melting. What do you guys know about this Discord face scanning thing? Someone just sent me a message on it. What is this silliness about? Don't use Discord. Discord is ours. Let's see here. Discord will require a face scanner ID for full access next month. Beginning in March, all accounts will have a teen-appropriate experience by default. Discord announced on Monday that's rolling out age verification on its platform globally starting next month will automatically set all users' accounts to teen appropriate. For most adults, age verification won't be required as Discord's age interface model allows account information such as account tenure, device activity data, and aggregated high-level patterns across Discord communities. Discord does not use private messages or any message content in the process. Users who aren't verified as adults will not be able to access age-restricted servers and channels, won't be able to speak in Discord's live stream-like stage channels, and will see content filters for any content that Discord detects as graphic or sensitive. They will also get warning prompts for friend requests from potentially unfamiliar users and DMs in a different box. Direct messages and servers that are not age-restricted will continue to function normally, but users won't be able to send messages or view content in an age-restricted server until they get a complete age check process, even if that server They were was part before the age process was rolled out. And they will be obfuscated with a black screen until you verify you're an adult. You must verify your age in order to access them. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know about any of that. All right. Let's see here. It probably won't happen and will only be relevant to people who are using the 18 restrictions on their servers. Well, I just kind of read it. It looks like, for the most part, that's kind of what it looks like. I don't like giving out personal info. I'm reluctant to giving in my emails for apps and social media. Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, if you're using anything, including YouTube, right, you're watching me on here, right? The reality is anything that you're looking at that you're not paying for, right? That you think you're getting a product for free, like YouTube video right now. Usually in those instances, you are the product, right? And that's why, you know, YouTube is all tied in with Google. And, you know, it uses all that information from your browsing history and your YouTube watching history and stuff like that to give you very targeted advertising. That's why YouTube was cracking down on people who were skipping out on videos before. It's harder than, you know, it's harder than before to watch YouTube without getting bombarded with ads. Targeted ads. Very targeted. So targeted. Yeah, well, everything gets breached 100 million times. I mean, Sony gets breached, your bank gets breached, everybody gets breached. I don't know. I keep hearing breach. Thankfully, none of it has resulted in any bad actions. You know, people going after my stuff directly that I had to get the, you know, suddenly I'm missing money on my bank account or anything like that. But yeah. But there's breaches all over. Yeah, they don't seem to be able to stop that. Even Sony and Microsoft can't seem to stop it. Maybe next mission should be up for Yuki.
Yeah, I was just going to level up because now I actually have a second attack.
Yeah. Well, we had somebody steal stuff out of our mailbox and use that. But I haven't had anything negative come from one of these big data hacks just yet. But you see them all the time in the news. Hack this. Target got hacked. Microsoft got hacked. Sony PlayStation got hacked. Everybody, all these, you hear about these big hacks and, you know, whatnot. Then I was telling my wife the other day, if you think you're going to be old school with your payments and you're just going to mail checks because you think that's somehow safer, well, this lady lost like something like $20,000 in her bank account because someone stole a check and changed the name on the check to their name, and the bank actually took it. And by the time she realized the mistake, it was too late to report it, and she didn't get anything back for it. So there you go. That's why the company I own that my lady has started is into privacy. Oh yeah, it's not a bad business to be in, to be sure. Oh, we got the whole party here. Oh gosh. Celebrate good times, come on. Really like pull the whole dungeon at once here, I swear.
I'm not even sure where these people came from. I was fighting a group, then off screen a parade comes along.
What education I have is in marine biology and oceanography. Nice, nice. Well, that was exciting. Oh wait, still one left over. We have leftovers. Pull them back. Pull them back. Into the whirlpool. There you go. They need a bath. They've been very, very naughty. Well, that's one victim down. Let's see if we can find another one around here somewhere. Oh, found one all the way over here. Nothing like killing a bunch of bad guys with the power of clean water. Well, might as well come with us, Pumpkin. Do. Let me take them up here. I'm looking for bad guys in all the wrong places. Where are the bad guys hiding? Here they are, right here. He was on our way. Water bars, go!
The group beside the drop house spot respawned. So just both them and the aspirants can't report them.
I can't understand. I don't know what it is about your mic. It kind of muffles you a bit. I heard the word portal.
It does act up sometimes, so I'm not really sure what I can do about it.
It might be. It kind of sounds like it's a little. What's it called? Like it might be up too high, like your what we call redlining. So if your sensitivity of your mic is turned up really high, right? Then what'll happen is it'll garble everything because it's maxing out. Something I always watch for on the stream. So right now my voice is hitting the yellow area, but not the red. But if I turn up my sensitivity on my mic, it'll go up into the red and might garble my voice. That would be my guess. If I had to guess, I don't know if that's the real issue or not. But now we get to fight Facemaker. Woo! And lovely Linda's right there at the front door. She's very lovely, and she's very Linda. But yeah, lots of people doing the wedding event. So we got a lot more episodes of the whatchamacallit, the Fallout Queen up. So hopefully some of you guys got to see some of those. I've got let's see here, and I just hit the publish on the next video. So if somebody was asking me about whether or not we'd be able to do the entire arc, the arc of arcs for Matthew, whatever his name is, and yes, I got the trilogy of arcs done. So, and then I capped it off last night by doing the very painful twin shot. Oh, I think we just need to go up here. This elevator right here. A little elevator action over here. Four. Gotta love all the fours.
I was wondering where the elevator was, and then it occurred to me I forgot to reveal the map.
Whack him with water. Do y'all like wings on your characters?
If it's appropriate.
Or do you feel they're just too gaudy and get in the way? Flea says, not really. They're getting in the way, right, Flea? Sometimes they get in the way, right? I gotta change that one character that I made the other day to where the wings only show when you're flying. Has an outfit of wings, of course. Nice, nice. Oh, a small character like the fairy I made. Oh, we haven't played the fairy in a while. Remember we did the different color theming on the fairy? That's a cute character. gets in the way. All right, here's another question for you guys in chat. Do you like playing with other players who are running masterminds, or do you think their pets get in the way? Ooh, there's a contentious topic right there.
If it's one, it's fine. If it's multiple, it gets a bit iffy.
Gets in the way, says Tammy. Mastermind pets are fine. I don't play with enough players to even know, but honestly, I probably wouldn't mind. Company is always good, says Phantom. I'm indifferent to Mastermind's minions, says Flea. I am the mastermind. My pets never get in the way. Mahahaha. I like the way you think. That is spoken like a true mastermind right there. I think that's definitely a mastermind speaking. I have to play with other people to find out. That's a true Phil viewer that's speaking right there. By the way, I love the Demon Mastermind whip. I don't even care if the demons are good or not, because I got a whip. That makes it completely worth it. I almost want to load up that character next just to whip some more people up. I have control of my pets, so it's easier on the team. Well, some people think they just get in the way. Yeah, that they just can't see, especially in like some of the constricted caves and stuff. They can't see where they're going, so they think that the pets are bad mojo. What's really funny is on my controller the Void Doll one. Her wolf gets in the way because mastermind pets you can walk through, but I guess the controller pet you cannot. So ends up creating a little bit of a hassle there. I've literally been stuck inside of a room before and had to dismiss the pet to get out of it. Faz, it was all, yeah, the all mastermind task force. Demon's Fire is good too. Oh yeah. So there's 12 reward merits for us. Easy 12 reward merits if you don't mind putting up with Ozalok. A 1 demon mastermind. What are you doing with 2 beasts? What is that all about? Train to a new level of power. End of time. You open a gate that can suck at enemies and send to distant unknown future. The affected enemies will quickly return to the present time, but not before being temporarily exposed to radiation and the bitter cold, reducing their generation rate. Let's see, cold damage, regeneration, gives you a whopping +5 damage. Okay. That doesn't excite me a crap ton. None of this does. Cynical 99 million influence. Uh-oh. You better hope someone doesn't do that hacking on your account there that we've been talking about. You'd hate that. You'd hate for that to be you. All right, so what we have here, we have, let's see, we could do, ew, PBAOE, yuck. Water jet, torch tiles, because reduce the target's movement speed. You have cause water jet, da-da-da. Guess we're gonna learn water jet. Does it do a bunch of damage? Not particularly, no. Yeah. We were talking about real life hacking going on in the world, right? And people hacking people's accounts. Imagine you could be doing that. You could be like emailing yourself 1 billion influence and they do it to you here in City of Heroes. That would be most unfortunate. Oh, wow, that's kind of quaint. I have 51. Let's see how much boosters are going for lately. $800,000. Ooh, converters are doing rather nicely. Oh, I got a prismatic aether. Holy cow. Sell that if I needed to. Yeah, then I only sell them for 52. They're like, oh, it's selling for 62,000. Oh, then you only get that. I have 10 billion. Well, I have money on other characters, and I have money sitting in my email, but for the most part, I just let my characters earn their own way. You know, that way I kind of keep it separate. I don't spend a lot of time on farms anyways. Have billions just sitting in email. But I do have plenty of money on other characters to fund things like this if I really wanted to just, you know, grab something from the email or push money around or whatever the case may be. But I like to keep their money separate. The way I see it, if I like a character enough to play it a lot, they'll naturally earn the money that I need to get better gear. Yeah, I don't see the point of having 10 billion, or spending all the time to have 10 billion sitting there to do nothing. So what do they say in normal cash, right? Having money sitting in a banking account is kind of a waste if you don't put it to work, right? If you don't invest it. I'm reminded of in StarCraft. In StarCraft, if you see a professional player in StarCraft and they're sitting on a ton of extra resources, that means they're really bad. Because a good person is constantly spending his resources as soon as they come in because they're going right to work. They're going right to work for him to either, you know, to win the game. Anything that's sitting there is not at work. And it's, in a way, in a manner of speaking, it's wasted opportunity. So the way I see it, if I sat around a farm building up a ton of money for future characters I may play one day or not play, that seems to, if it's just sitting there, if that money's sitting there, it's not going right to work, then it's kind of a wasted opportunity. And I might quit the game next month. I'm a little fickle. Eventually I will get bored of the game, right? And any time that I spent farming up that wasn't already spent, you know, on a character that I was playing for enhancements and stuff, it's just going to get lost anyways, right? If I don't come back and spend or give it to somebody, and it's a wasted opportunity. It's just sitting there. So I wouldn't be sitting on any billions. Let's see, what do we want here? End of time, 17-second cooldown, and does a whopping 32 average damage. So damage. Recharge damage. Damage, recharge. Since 2023? Uh-oh. Yeah. That means back in 2023, you basically spent a lot of time farming materials you never used, and therefore can kind of be seen as a waste. Now, mind you, I waste all the time. If you look at my Steam library, I got backlog of games I've never played. That's wasted money, right? It's wasted money. So don't get me wrong. You know, I don't want to sound holier than thou, but it's definitely something I wouldn't be. Oh, I put that in the wrong place. Speaking of wasting money, I think I meant to put... Well, I'll put it there. That's what I'll do. Imagine if this was before enhancement. Right? Absolutely. Alright, we'll try a different character now. I'll let Mr. Yuki get ready for bed. Let's see here. Yeah, I wish you could save like that in real life. Well, if you do get that kind of money in real life, don't let it sit in your savings account. Make sure you put it to work. That I can tell you as a finance guy. We get into trouble in our line of work if we let cash sit in a bank account and it's not being put to work. We would get in trouble in our jobs, the jobs I do. It's seen as a great evil, a great evil. Don't be that guy. The only time, yeah. And if you enjoy making that 10 billion on farms because you enjoy farms that much, then you're right. You know, if you're just having fun, well, that then that's fair. If you have fun farming, there's not too many people like that, but there are some people I've talked to that say they really do enjoy the farming experience. They absolutely do. Hmm. Do I have money on this? I'll probably wait until level 7. Did I ever make an artwork of this character, I wonder? Witchfire. Yeah. AI really doesn't like whips. Just gonna tell you guys that now. Oh, for the love of all that's holy in my entire life. Yeah, that's pretty much how I look at it. Like, I just, what Alex is saying there, pretty much do that with my characters too. Um, and sometimes I'll take a little money here and there for whatever reason from another character if that's the fast way to do it. But I just realized I need to have a pet out. That would be helpful. Let's crack-a-lackin' tonight. Oh, now I need to play that Shakalaka tanker. You remind me of my Shakalaka tanker. Yeah. The funny thing is, I'll put it to you this way, and we talked a little bit about this yesterday, is let's just say suddenly, magically, someone waved a magic wand, and I had 10 billion in my email account, right? Let's say somebody mailed me 10 billion influence, right? I wouldn't play my characters any differently than I do now. And I don't say that about, and I don't say that lightly. That would not be the same on every MMO that I played, for example, right? I could definitely tell you, like, my World of Warcraft, playing would be a bit different if I had 10 billion gold on that game, right? But in City of Heroes, it wouldn't change how I play the game. It would be wasted on me. I would tell somebody else who's like, "Hey, Phil, I got 10 billion. I'd like to give it to you." And I would say, "Don't waste it, buddy. Don't waste it." Because it wouldn't change how I play the game. As I mentioned before, I think SOs are very, very good up until 25 or 30. So I'm not going to spend anything different than I do now, and I make enough money as I'm playing the game. I don't do anything special to earn money aside from doing story arcs, which is part of the game. And it's the part of the game I enjoy the most, right? Now, if I was doing a part of the game I didn't enjoy to make the money, that would be a different story. I'd take your money and then play the game the way I enjoy it, knowing that well, let's say for example, story arcs didn't pay merit rewards, right? So in order to make good money, I would have to do task forces, right, to get the merit rewards. Well, then I would take your money and be like, thank you. Now I don't have to do task force anymore, and I can play the game the way I want to. I can play story arcs, right? But the story arcs in the game already kind of do that because they give merit rewards. So then when you get past 30, there are definitely as you get to 30, 35, 40, you start benefiting more and more from sets, to be sure, particularly with certain archetypes. Some archetypes, honestly, I probably wouldn't bother. I really wouldn't. Even if I had money sitting there, I probably wouldn't bother. But certainly on some of the archetypes, tankers, defenders, to some extent corruptors, dominators to some extent, I definitely like to buy sets, a little bit earlier on those characters. And you do get to a point with some of those where maybe the money I'm making along the way by doing story arcs might fall short of some of the sets I'd want to get. And sure, if I had a ton of money sitting there, I might go ahead and just use some of it, to do that, and rather than waiting for another 5 or 10 levels worth of story arcs to get that money to do that or whatever have you. But it wouldn't, from levels 30 to 40, it wouldn't make a huge difference. It'd be helpful. It wouldn't make a huge difference. From 40 on, it's starting to make more and more of a difference. Of course, set bonuses are starting to kick in more and more. But you're also getting to a territory where I've had more and more money anyways from doing that many story arcs. So I just the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, it really wouldn't change how I play the game a whole lot. Let's see here. I'm now playing my Ice Blaster, so I've gotten the Arsenal Trick Arrow Control at 50. Full IO'd Incarnate took about a week. Flea, got to figure out that Incarnate stuff. Yeah, I got that video on that Incarnate stuff to look at. It's helped a lot of people. Here's what's really funny. I took a year and a half off of the game. I came back. I completely forgot how the Incarnate stuff worked. I had to look up my own video to figure it out. I kid you not. Okay, dude, we're up to 2 demons now. That's what I was hoping for. I was like, when do I get 2 demons? Oh, I get 2 demons now. Yay. And you get to enchant the little buggers. Oh. Oh, I get it's a cold demon and a fire demon. Well, how do you know if they're enchanted or not? Wait, let's dismiss you guys. Oh, that's cute. They leave little fire and ice behind. Because they got the little mist around them, so it isn't that. Is it that he looks a little bigger or something? He's a little more glowy? I can't tell the difference if they're enchanted or not. Well, I should be able to tell by looking at them. Would be nice, but Let's see here. Yeah, they got Enchant Demon there. Yeah, let me see if I just unsummon these guys again. I'm just curious, like, what's the physical difference? On the robots, I get, like, glowy guys and stuff. See, those guys aren't enchanted. And if I do this one, if I do... Oh, I chance both of them at the same time. I think they're just a little bit more on fire. I think that's it. They're, like, 20% more fire. It's too funny. I have characters set on Torchbearer. I haven't touched in 1300 hours, so I've been sitting there before there was Entombed enhancements. I thought Attuned was before that. Yeah, just thinking, but yeah, you're right. Look at their status effect and see if their status effect shows it. The good news is I've got 2 sets of pets now, so go get them, little guys. Oh gosh, yeah. Look at them go. It's like twice the minion firepower now. Wish blast. Oh, I missed. I'm definitely going to get some SOs on this character after I hit level 7. Look at little guys. Look at them. Look at them working hard. So they start off at range and then they go in for the melee. That's very interesting. All right, how many guys playing demon major character, a male character? Yeah, that mixed damage type is really cool. I like that. Whack. Yeah, this is a fun, I don't know who talked me into this, but this is a fun thing. I doubt it's very meta, but it is fun. I don't even know I took for my secondary radiation emission. Because, I mean, I know I took radiation emission for the demons, because what's more demonic than cancer, am I right? Your one is female, right? So, Uncle Sloth, do you have like a whip male on that one? Do you have a demon mastermind Sloth that is male? Total Indiana Jones vibe with the whip going male. But would Indiana Jones be running around with demons? Demon Therm. Nice, nice. Therm makes sense given how much elemental damage they're popping out here. My next thing will be Kinetics Ninja, I swear. Have little ninjas running around. I'm telling you, playing the game on with Mastermind is definitely playing on easy mode. Hardly have to touch anything. I have a Demon Mastermind. I think only one of the attack powers just to help clean up. Mostly I'm using secondary support for my pets. That's fair. Oh, I don't know if I want to do Cyrus and his guards before I level up. I wonder if I could... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I stuck in the... I was stuck in there. So I wonder if I could do a little street cleaning or something to kind of get those last few. Ah. Hey guys, hope you don't mind if I'm breaking something up here, but I need to get my next level. You know, the demons are taking the scenic route up to this rooftop here. Eventually they'll make it here. Ooh, that looks like some juicy experience down there. I have a Demon Thurn on Excelsior and a Demon Marine on Torch. Oh, very nice, Karis. Very nice. What are you demons doing over here? They're attacking the fire. Okay. You guys apparently need someplace else to focus your energy. Help your mistress get up to level 7, okay? What do you guys talk about here? Ninja Kin Mastermind is obscene. Ninjas do the highest single target DPS. Problem with kinetics, you have basically squirrels caffeine a whirlwind around you. Yeah, I think that might be the dream. I think that's going to be one of my masterminds. I think like masterminds is just one of those things you just want to have one of every type, right? Though I am a little disappointed with my thugs traps mastermind. Those traps or devices or whatever they're called, their cooldown is way too long. Way too long. I don't know what they were thinking. Why are those cooldowns so mother effing long? And that's what I was looking for. This character thematically should probably have teleportation as the travel power. Alright. So what do we got? We got 4 slots on demons, which will be 3 reds and a yellow. Corruption land, enchant demon. You can enchant damage, resistance, endurance, cost, and range. I don't know what the resistance benefit is to these guys and how much it's worth putting. They got resistance. Oh, that's minus damage resistance to everybody else. Two fiery demons. Let's see, 9 point in, cold demons, cold damage. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot of plus resistance here. Oh, here we go. Ember Shield to Ember Demon gives 5% resistance to everything. Woohoo. To Ember Shield Owner grants power. Ember Shield Owner to Ember Demon. 10 resistance. Oh, maybe. Oh, I see. Maybe that is worth it. But later on, not in the early game. All right, so a little more healing. And maybe a little more accuracy on the demons for harder enemies, I suppose. Or what do we have here? 13 points, 19 points. I'll put one more on Lash. Yeah, you need like a full mastermind set, exactly. Exactly. That is the way, my friend. %97 damage sounds good. Hard to argue with that. Sure, I suppose. Healing. We can use 2 heals and a stamina. Oops, out of money. Did I put anything on the auction house on this character? I did. Oh wow, look at that. We sold 9 enhancement. Oh, I sold these for a bit, didn't I? Where's my calculator? 520 divided by 8. So I sold these for 65,000 each, guys. Nice. See, if you're patient, you make a lot of money. You make a lot more money off of these enhancement converters. All right. What kind of pets would I like to see? Would you like to see if they were adding more? Spiders. That's what we need. We need like an army of spiders. The little spiders controlled by the big spider. Maybe an Etten cap. That kind of leads them all. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Dinosaur. Oh, very nice. They give you like little Velaptosaurs. Velaptosaurs in front. And then like the Triceratops in the back. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe a T-Rex is the big one. Gremlins, maybe from the movie Gremlins, right? Stalker. Don't forget about a stalker. Stalker, stalker, stalker. Everybody loves a stalker. Clowns. Oh no, not the clowns. No. That's not okay. All right. I was determining if I wanted to buy. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this character. I'll do that off camera. Elementals. Little aliens. And clowns are terrifying. Yeah, you're not kidding, guys, right? You guys play for key. Oh gosh, I need to upgrade hers too. I need to fix her and the other one. I probably bit off more than I could chew with this character, putting it at ×3, I imagine. Rats. Ooh, rats. True, 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 true. Hmm. Panthers. Ooh. That's a pretty good idea. Do, 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 do. Three people to rescue. Yeah, this looks dangerous. So let's get dangerous. We're doing a scrapper times 3. That's practically. Oh, and look at that. See, they're like up there. They're not a good angle to get to. You just know this is going to be a problem right here. You just know it. Oh gosh, got a whole bunch right here already. Eep. I hate these guys because they refuse to come in close. They just want to sit there and go pew pew there from a distance. I hate you. I hate all of you. This is why I don't understand why people who are like, melee's so awesome. Do you know like how many things refuse to come in close so that you can actually AoE their candy asses? And then it just takes you so many attacks, you run out of stamina. Yeesh. Okay. I have lots of damages. I got a lot of damage. Inspiration's just sitting here. I need to use some of these on the next attack. Yeah, that's what makes these guys will be kind of rough because these Arachnos do not want to come together to let me actually do my AoEs. They like invalidating my class quite a bit. Gosh, I can't jump. What the hell? Ah, screw Scrapper. Scrappers suck. That mission sucks because it's really, yeah, it's really hard to get good angles on things. Is that a... Where's my missions here? Just that mission? Let me log out. I hate web grenade. Yeah, I don't know. I just get a little frustrated sometimes because I find that melee people, everyone talks them up so much. But I always feel like my experience falls short of the dream that people are selling me. Because on paper, it would seem to make sense. You can melee with them more often, or melee, you can AoE more often with them, right? Their AoEs are a much faster cooldown than range people's. You know, you're taking more risk, but you're supposed to be getting, I guess, more reward on a Scrapper, and I can just, like, no, get my butt kicked again. Especially when the enemies are just going to sit there at a distance and go pew pew. Why wouldn't they sit there at a distance and go pew pew? I know I would do it if I had range weapons. Oh no, Smooth Street Justice and Shield, just a good combo. Yeah. No, I just, it isn't that yeah, it's more like I just don't understand. I just feel like what I experience and what people keep telling me they experience is a huge disconnect, particularly with Scrappers. Partly because with Tanker, you can at least bring them in somewhat with the taunt. Scrapper's taunt doesn't bring anything in. It doesn't reduce their range, sadly. I rarely enjoy how rough of a time you've had with Dominators. Dominators are very easy, actually. What part of a Dominator are you having problem with? I was trying to get back up. I just in one place. I was just in one place. And those things just come and they attack me. You know, like, it's as if to say, you see, Scrappers do suck. And whatnot. Okay, so, yeah, Scrappers are definitely made to be with a tank that can bring them close together. So here's a level 5 Dominator, a level 50, and I've got like a level 20, 30, whatever. Tell me what level you're at. Tell me what level you're at with... Oh, and you know, the thing about that shield, tell me about the thing with the shield Scrapper too is it's kind of a mix of both defense and resistance, and generally speaking, mixes aren't as good as being dedicated in one or the other. You know. Have a good one, Flipster. Alright, I'll show you a level 5 one. Let's start a level 5 one. Now, in your level 5 to 10 to probably 15 range, you should definitely only be playing it ×1. Don't be playing it like no ×2 or 3, because only a few classes can even think about handling ×2 at those low levels. So that's rule number 1. Don't get in over your head. Don't mess with the difficulty settings. Let's see, do I even have enhancements on Sunshine? Let's just check. Number 2, make sure your enhancements our set. You're going to notice that I put mine in my assault powers. I put the extra slots in the assault powers, not in the control powers, right? You're going to be fighting 2 to 3 at a time. You need them to die quickly. So make sure that you put your damage in your assault powers. Your hold powers are there just to hold. They will do some damage, and they are, the damage is useful, but it's not your primary method of dealing damage, and they'll hold just fine without extra enhancements in them. Does that make sense? So we'll start with that little helpful tip. Wonder if I should just go to King's. Can I go to? I don't know if I can go to. I need to find some mission to go on. It's always hard to find level 5 missions that I haven't done 800 million times. Oh, and oops. I got an outfit for this character. Let's go to King's Row. Let's see here. Where did I put her picture at? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Aftershock. There we go. It's under the letter A for after. I like this outfit. Okay. Let's see if we can find a nice little contact here to do a quest on. So, first off, Karis, did you have your slots set up the same? Can I not do stuff here? I can see this person here. Contact Detective Doohickey in King's Row. Number 2, don't go after purple things. Just saying, don't go after the purple things. I should probably stick in Atlas Park. It says 5 to 10, but I don't believe it. Oh, seriously? As I'm just running by, he's put me to sleep. I like how you're sleeping, but you're just kind of standing there. Come on. Sweet mother of all that is holy in my entire life. What is this, like an 80-hour sleep spell? Good grief. Come on. Stupid train. Have a gravity fire hero and earth fire villain. Okay. Next off, get rid of gravity one. Ignore it. Gravity's a bad power set. That's my hot take on gravity. Gravity, when I played on the Dominator, I usually love Doms. They're my second favorite class. But I immediately said, after, well, I won't say immediately, after playing it for a number of hours, in the low levels, mind you, this is in low levels, I pretty much pointed out, I was like, well, wait a minute. It doesn't have a lot of control. I need my control powers to control people. That's what keeps you alive. You don't have defenses. And yet a lot of gravity was very much like throwing things at people and stuff, which is cool. It's cool. But it was kind of weak on the, it's definitely light on the actual holds. So that's my hot take on that. Might be better on a controller, but so yeah, I would definitely focus on other power sets than gravity, in my opinion. Defeat 15 skulls. Lovely, just street clean. Okay, fine. We'll street clean, and hopefully this will be instructive, I suppose. It plays more like a slow blaster. Are you skulls? Well, blasters can die a lot. Blasters have almost no defenses outside of their secondary might have something going on there, but generally speaking, what you're looking to do with your Dominator is you want to hold him first. So I hold both those guys. Okay, now they're very little threat to me. Now I beat them up. Now make sure, again, you have to make sure that you have the, and there, boom, they're dead. You do have to make sure you have the damage, the damage enhancements in. They do matter. What do you mean? The damage powers don't matter to a Dom. They have better. I don't know what that means, but Forklift Blast is very fun on controller and useful too. I don't know what you mean by by that necessarily, but okay, see, they die pretty quickly. But these are greens. Admittedly, these are greens. Now, if you're fighting a, bigger group, again, control is what's really thing. Like, for a blaster, this is a little bit more concerning because there's, as you get into more enemies, it becomes a little bit more of a problem for a blaster. I don't have accuracies. That's why I should stick in there. Anyways, hold them down. That's your defense. Holding them down. And then beat them up. It's basically hold them down, then beat them up. Just like that. Now, it definitely is going to be slower than a blaster. Everything's slower than a blaster except for maybe a scrapper and a stalker. And a very angry brute. Let's be honest, like, brutes are super good when they're angry. But you can see here, I mean, granted, these are what, level, well, these are level 2. Well, we'll try to get into a mission with, like, real people. You can't really compare stuff when you're fighting level 2s. Well, that's a lieutenant level 2 for what it's worth. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get to a real mission here with, like, real things. Unfortunately, this stupid story arc has me doing stupid, lame-ass street cleaning. And it isn't just like, oh, go out and kill 5 of them. It's literally go out and kill 15 mother effing skulls. You're like, good grief, 15? Really? Gravity control propel powers often throws a forklift at the enemy or a couch just random debris, but forklifts are quite common. Well, there you go. Yeah. I just didn't find Gravity to be a very good Dominator set because I was definitely having a problem with the whole domination or, dominating people because there wasn't as much of the stuff that I normally expect out of a control power set. Because like, basically your whole shtick is, boom, your whole shtick is that you hold, you want to hold and then pound, Great, now this poor guy's in here probably doing them at the same time with me, wondering why he can't. Are you you're a Hellion. Hellion? I need skulls. I need Hellions. I need skulls. Ugh, you're a Vazalok. You're like the one Vazalok in a 10-block city mile. Aha. Skulls. Ugh, just one? I need 2. Well, now you're dead. I mean, I'm sure I arrested you with that big stone mallet that I just crushed on your cranium. Yeah, I think gravity's terrible on a Dom, so that doesn't help. Are you serious? It's still not going to give me a proper mission? Come on, guys. Sometimes people just want to play the game and they don't want to do things like street clean and click on glowies in the world. Well, these are close to my level, right? So you have a lieutenant, you have a guy right there, right? Remember, your holds almost always work on lieutenants. So I would hold the lieutenant and just kill that guy really quick. And then beat up on the lieutenant while he's held. See, there's like no threat to the Dom, whereas to the blaster, there could be a threat if you don't kill him fast enough, right? That's the power of Dom. This is the power of Dom. Hey, Phantom, how are you doing today? Yeah. The power of Dom is, and what makes Dom fun is knowing that you can absolutely control their candy asses and tie them down while you're beating them up. The two-handed hammer is a nice touch. I'm not gonna lie, it is. Well, and then my I think you guys have seen my Symphony Martial Arts Dominator. So much fun. You hold them, and then you karate chop them to death. Right? You Power Rangers them to death. It's super fun. What am I doing now? What is this? Can I just have a normal mission where I can show off what a Dominator can do without all this shenanigans? Okay, what am I supposed to be doing here? Taking a picture of somebody? Do I have to press a button for this? Do I have a button? Hey. Okay. Just have to get out of the office complex. Okay. News report. Oh, is that what I'm doing? News reporter? Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to show how to play a good Dom, a low-level Dom, and all I'm getting is the runaround. Now, I will say, the big difference between controller and Dom is with the controller, you really do need a good synergy between your two power sets in order to, really get the value out of it. And you're really going to be banking a lot on your pets, which contributes more to this line of thinking. Whereas I think this is what Richard was saying earlier. There doesn't need to be quite as much synergy between the primary and the secondary with the Dominator, because the damage powers there mostly do damage, and your primary is there to control people, and your secondary is there to beat the crap out of them. And so we'll just show you right here. We're going to go ahead and fossilize this lieutenant, and we're gonna hold this guy here. Now I got somebody right behind me. I think I've aggroed a little extra behind me. That's okay. That's what the hold powers are for. See, for a blaster, that's a little bit more of a concern. And when you miss, it sucks. But controls are your friends. I'm just going to hit her with the hammer. Ignore me. One thing people talk about are blappers, right? Your blasters with a lot of melee attacks. Personally, I wouldn't touch it with the 10-foot pole because I die way too often when I try it, right? But with a Dominator, I don't mind that she has this big hammer attack because I'm going to hold them down before hitting them with the big stick so they can't retaliate. See, he's helpless. Come up here. Whack. Whack. I'm going to make sure she's held a little bit longer. Whack. Oop, level 6, new power. I was just playing Guild Wars Reforged. I have too many games in current play. There's always a problem that I don't dedicate. Same thing, Phantom. I'm in the same bucket with you. Am I done which rerolled as a blaster? So is this helping at all, Karis? Do you see kind of the loop here? So step number 1, making sure you have lots of damage and 2 damages, 1 accuracy in each attack power. For the low levels, we're talking low level play, right? Don't worry about slotting up your control powers unless, it doesn't hurt to throw an accuracy in them. With an accuracy in the control power, it'll definitely work on lieutenants and minions every time. You notice the one thing I haven't done here is I haven't unleashed my domination power, right? I'm not even using the full class at the moment. Don't need to. Domination power, when you unleash it, will just make it to where your holds last longer. And makes it easier to work, makes it more effective on bosses. Bosses will resist your stuff. Vazalok will resist your, will have Mez resistance. But for the most part, lieutenants and minions, it's an automatic hold as long as you hit. So it probably doesn't hurt to put 1 accuracy in each of your control powers, just to make sure they rarely miss. You still got the 5% miss chance, but it's better than a 75% miss chance. The other thing about low-level characters, they give them a little bit of an accuracy boost on Homecoming, so that helps a titch. Stone cages will put them all into cages. Quicksand will liquefy the ground. Any foes that pass through quicksand will become snare. Their movement will be dramatically slow and their defense is reduced. Both of these sound really, really great. And then we have Tremor, which causes a localized earthquake around you. This will deal moderate damage to every foe in melee range while knocking them back. This is a really tough decision, honestly. All these are kind of good. But in low levels, I tend to focus on doing extra damage, so I'll go ahead and take Tremor. And I'll throw a red in it. Yeah, in fact, I don't know why I put 2 reds in those hold powers rather than 2 yellows, because that would make more sense. I think I'm just going to buy 2 yellows and I'll buy some new ones at level 7 here because I'm about to hit level 7. And I'll put those as yellows instead of reds. I mean, it's nice that they do a little bit more damage, I guess, at level 1, 2, 3, because you have so few attack powers, and I hate relying on smart weapons if I don't need to. Hey, Braddock. Trying out the dark control powers. Yeah, I don't have I have a dark controller and I like it a lot. I assume that on Dominator the powers would be pretty similar. There can definitely be some differences though. Hey Braddock, we're just kind of showing how to dominate with, and that's going to be one of the videos I'm going to be working on soon, is how to solo a Dominator. But you can see here we're working with Aftershock, and she is going to. What the heck? Oh, I don't want you to help me. Please tell me you're not coming to help. Oh, he's coming to help, isn't he? That kind of ruins the... I swear, this game can't just let you play it. It's got to be like... Son of a gun. Just let me play the game. There's Tremor for you. Ah, whatever. Find the supplies and take away the whatever guarding them. Is Sire Dark good with Dominators? Psychic... You're talking about Psychic... well, if you're talking like mental domination... or you're talking about the Psychic Assault... Die. Mind you, against onesies and twosies, I don't even bother too much with holding them. I just go ahead and whack them down dead. Especially when you have a melee attack, they usually hit pretty hard. She's just whacking them with a big ass. It's this little girl whacking these guys with a big ass stone hammer. Like, this doesn't get old. Ooh, we finally got a juicy lieutenant here. Go ahead and hold him down. That's he could be a little dangerous. And now we just go in and beat him up. Lieutenants are no problemo. Mental control. So mental control is a little special. Mental control specializes in essentially mentally controlling your enemies. it's really it's either super hot or super cold. Against most enemies, it works fantastic. In fact, I can show you my level 50. That's what my level 50 is. She's mental and psychic. Really, really good against the right enemies. Against the wrong enemies that are resistant to mezzes and mental domination, it can be really, 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 really rough. And the reason for that, part of the reason for that, I mean, you could say that about almost any dominator. Like, well, gee whiz willikers, Phil, if it's an enemy like the Vazalok that are strong against mezzes, wouldn't that argument apply to any dom? Well, the big difference is most other doms have pets. And mental doesn't, because it can confuse so many enemies. I guess the implication is the enemies are your pets, which is really great when it's true and it works. But and it works most of the time. I had a lot of fun with that character, but I probably died more with that Dominator than any other Dominator. Partly because I was playing villain, and villains have quite a few issues or mentally resistant things. Wow, does this mission ever end? Oh, okay. Where are we going now? Do we win? Do we win the day? I guess so. Okay, I think that one is all done. And that brings me back to Aaron Theory, which I've done his thing before. Let me go and level up. Right, very little resist fights, but when they do, that's exactly it. When I run into something, and it seems like it's a higher percentage of enemies than players. With players, they keep saying psychic resistance is very rare. And maybe that's true, but dang nabbit, when it comes to the enemies on the villain side in particular, now I've not played a mental dominator all the way through the hero store, because I couldn't talk about heroes. But I leveled that mental dominator 1 through 50, and when it's hot, it's really hot. When it's cold, oh boy, get a jacket on, boys and girls, because you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. So now this character is level 7. And we'll just go ahead and we're going to continue to invest in her offense. At low levels, we're investing in offense. At higher, as we get into the teens, we're going to invest more and more in crowd control. You know how, like, when you're playing like a scrapper or a stalker or a tanker, and you're soloing, especially like, let's talk about tanker. I'm going to focus mostly on offense. Put a couple in those primary defenses that I use a lot, like, slashing and whatever. But you're mostly focusing on offense to begin with. But then as you feel more and more of the pressure, as you level up, you start putting more and more to defense. So I usually play it by hand. Yeah, all robots resist psi by like a lot, right? Yeah. Yeah, but the mind control, when it works on DOMs, it works so effing good. And mind you, you can definitely get over some of that later on by simply using domination a lot and or getting eventually into permadom at the really high levels, right? Oh, this is why I didn't put accuracy in these guys. They have built-in good accuracy. Read the small print, Phil. Now, I can either show you my mental dominator, or I could show you like a dominator in the teens, 20s, whatever I've got up there. Or I could, yeah, the mental dominator is level 50. So I could show you the level 50 dominator. That's mind control. The mind control one is level 50. But she only has SO. She doesn't even have like set bonuses or anything yet. Or I could show you like the symphony control one, or one of the lower ranking dominators that are like in the 20s. Yeah, single target controls, you have plenty of good accuracy. Yeah, so that's good. You can that means, yeah, you could definitely in your low levels, just put some extra damage in them, so that you're going through enemies a little bit faster. Absolutely, which is what dominators do pretty well. Don't get me wrong, I love my controllers now that I figured out the arcane bolt trick, but with Dominators, it's baked into the cake. Yeah. You want to see the mental control lady? The mental control lady is pretty fun because it's like I said, you get the right enemies, you're doing great. You get the wrong enemies, you're sucking wind. Right? Let's just pick the first level 50 mission we get and see whether or not we're winners or not. Cray. Okay. And what difficulty do I have to set on? ×1. Okay. So normally at level 50 I would have it set to ×3. So let's see what happens when we set it ×3. Let's see how it goes. Hey Christy, thank you for the offer. We're just kind of hopping around showing off different characters right now, so I'm not sticking on anyone for too long. Hope you're having a good night though. You gotta love the villain, you know, level 50 questing hub. It's like, wait, where do they want me to go to the door? You gotta look up and down. Because it's, could be up, could be down. There it is, up there. I forget if I have invisibility on this character. Yeah, we do. There we go. Put down a little butterfly. Put down whatever you can. You're going to need it. Let's see. Defense to hit. What is this? 5-minute cooldown. Lasts for a minute 30 seconds. Tranquilizer darts. Let's get rid of that. Recovery serum. Okay, so whole bunch of enemies over here. Whole bunch of enemies over here, right? Level 50s, I usually, like I said, I usually have them ×3. They can usually handle bigger and better things. For whatever reason, though, every time I do these missions, they make them +1. I don't know why, but they're always +1. I didn't ask for +1. All right, whatever. So the nice thing about confusion, which is what your mental dominator does really well, is that confusion doesn't break your stealth. So get them all confused first, have them beating the bejesus out of each other. And then you hope those don't aggro over there. And you go in for the funds. And you just hope it all works out because it's about to get cray-cray in here. Because this thing goes really crazy really quick. Ouch. I can't tell what the hell's going on. Something's going on with my character. Couldn't tell if I was mezzed or what. I didn't see a note on the top of the screen saying I was mezzed. Any single targets that run towards me are just going to get mezzed. So they can help me fight. Am I held or what? Oh, immobilized. Oh, no wonder. Psh, duh. And of course I didn't bring any break freeze with me. Why would I bring any break freeze with me? And then I died. Lovely. Yeah, I didn't realize I was immobilized. I also didn't realize I ran in there with no break freeze, which is kind of stupid. Break freeze. This character, sadly, does not have any set bonuses, and that means very little mez protection. See, a pet can help so much with some of that. Because it just gives you a little time to process stuff while the pet gets the shit bay out of them. Okay. See, so the idea that everyone is your pet sounds kind of good on paper, but the problem is I have experienced, like, when you crank it up to like ×3 like this and stuff like that, it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on. The point being, anybody who's not currently held and that isn't confused is going to come after you and not the other confused people. So they're not like pets. Pets will get targeted, but confused minions don't get targeted as much as long as you're around. That's, you know, that's kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of true. You do have this nice little sniper shot here. Well, except it didn't actually sniper shot. Am I held again? Holy cow! Wow, something's really got me slowed down. They are Mez Kings over here. They're more mezzy than a Dominator. Yeah, it's got like, well, oh, stacking. Got like stacking slowdown debuffs. I don't know why my icons are above my character instead of below the character. You can tell I haven't played this character well. Where in the hell is my... there it is. My rest button at. What the hell? A singularity? You're telling me they got pets and I don't get a pet? What the literal F? That is so wrong. That is so wrong. So you can confuse this one over here on the left and then go for the big sniper shot on the one on the right. Oh, there he is. Is he getting hit by his own singularity because he's confused or something? That was funny. Gravity controller, right? Gravity being used. That's why I was super slowing down and all those weird things were happening to me. That's what was going on. That is too funny. Now I've seen it all. Now, when things go right, this is what it looks like, right? You put a lot of confusion in them, you watch them tear each other up, no one's using gravity control magic on you, life is good, and everything just dies. See, that's the way nature intended right there. Have you seen, Karis, have you seen the Polite Punisher? Arsenal Control? Yeah, but Sunshine here could definitely benefit from some set bonuses, if for no other reason, just to get the Mez resistance and whatnot. Let me see if I can hit him with a sniper shot here. So you get a sniper shot damage, it's pretty nice. So you just want to keep these guys mezzed, usually. I don't want to get in too close because those guys are right over there. Because normally... Oh, we got friends. We got friends. Mass confusion go. Now beat up each other. This is what I was worried about. That left side coming into play. I was totally... You got like two huge groups that are really, really that close together. And the last thing you want to see is for them to come together and form Voltron. I don't know if they're going to come down the elevator or not. I was thinking of using that power with Marshall to make a Superman type of deal. Yeah, yeah, but the arsenal is really a lot of fun. It really, really is. And you know, and like you're saying, you could pair any kind of offense with, you know, and it's gonna work. It's gonna do the job you've hired it to do. See, you just got two groups right next to each other. It's really harsh. Try to mass confusion them again and just have them beat up each other as much as humanly possible. Use my long range attacks to try to knock down that lieutenant right there. He's got a lot of regeneration, and I can't get close enough to use the non-regeneration thingy. Let's go ahead and confuse all these guys. Try to confuse as much of them as possible anyways. Use mass domination. And now we should be a little bit safer to go in here and do some damage. The thing about Dom is you do have to be smart. You can't just go in there guns blazing. It'll rarely work end well. Not when you got the difficulty set up anyways. Which, I definitely got cranked here. Now, if I just had this at ×1, this would be no issue. Absolutely no issue. She would just decimate. I don't care how closely they were packed in together. Nice thing about domination, fills up your endurance bar real quick. Where are you going, buddy? Think you're going somewhere? I don't think so. Your candy ass belongs to me. So you use that power for creation, melee, or range for first attack. I don't mind. Gosh, geez, that's a great question. I don't mind going melee on Dominators for first attack. You know, I usually say no melee powers on squishy characters. I hate blappers, but when you can control them first, you know, normally at beginning, like I said, you're only fighting 2 people at a time. You're gonna hold one. You saw me do it with Hammer Girl, right? Hold one, immobilize the other, so they're just going to shoot you with a ranged weapon, and then kill them first with your hammer, while the other one stays held. Yeah, but it is a little rougher, I think, with mental without the pet. I think it does make for some extra difficulty. But I do enjoy. I did enjoy. I enjoy this character enough to get her up to 50, and that means that I did enjoy it. I enjoy a challenge, and I enjoyed how it really got me to think through some of the situations and feel very powerful when I did it right. See, when they're held, I can do those melee attacks without worrying about retaliation. Where you run off to, buddy? So you see, took care of those groups, no problem. Do. Oh, and then I have the Pyro Dom. You guys remember the Pyro Dom? That one's fun. Doms are so much fun. I could talk about Doms all day. But what I really need to bring over here is the Polite Punisher. Wonder if I have enough transfer tokens yet. Polite Punisher. So here's my gravity controller, and I've not been very happy with that one. I've been very happy with the Polite Punisher, Blue Lazuli, Cinder Flare, which is Pyrotechnic, Arsenal Control, and Symphony Control. Electric Control, I need to play it more. I'm kind of iffy on this one, but it's better than the Gravity by far. He's actually got a couple little sets in there, so that's cute. Electric Storm Controller. Yeah, Electric can be definitely really good. And just remember to use Arcane Bolt a lot. Remember my Arcane Bolt trick. It'll help you out quite a bit. And the Arsenal controller has a pet, so that's good. We're set to ×2, which I usually do ×2 in the 20s. Oh yeah, absolutely good for the control. Yeah. Freeze. Oh gosh. We have arrived on oh boy. So this ice slick here is really fun. It's like a much bigger version of what you find on Ice Melee. Or you also get it on the ice on like Blaster, the ice secondary. It's just roughly like literally like twice the radius. It's hilarious. So this is one of the biggest, coolest powers you get in Arsenal is this Confusion Smoke. Like, if they're in the smoke and they get hit, they just start getting really confused and start hitting each other. Come on. Oh gosh, I got the wrong guy targeted. There we go. I find this one works pretty. This guy works pretty good. He works pretty good. Storm Water Blast Defender. Oh gosh. I mean, I have Water Blast, Storm, Corruptor is my favorite thing in the world, but Defenders just seem to do so little damage. Be like waiting for things to die. Wow, how did you miss with that? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I also like putting things to sleep. Okay, he's knocked out. See, those guys are over there taking a siesta. Everyone enjoys a good siesta now and then. Am I out of endurance? Yeah, but I you know, you definitely kill slower than a blaster. That's for sure. Or Sentinel. You know, the killing speed isn't up there with Sentinel. But you do have the fun. The fun factor is just in the fact that you control the battlefield and you control them while you're tearing them apart a little bit more slowly than those other ones. Whack him on the head. It's fine. He's running away. Who's gonna save me? So, like, with ×2 and the 20s, if I'm playing, like, a scrapper, I struggle sometimes. I'm playing a stalker, I struggle sometimes. Sentinels, it depends on the power set. I don't usually struggle, but you never know. Hey, there's somebody. That's a boss right there. Bosses can be interesting. Whoa, whoa, where did you come from? That's cheating. Generally speaking, you want to lock them down first before you... unless you know you're going to kill them really quick. See, they can't run away if they're frozen. Domination helps with bosses. It absolutely does. Unfortunately, and people would often ask me in my streams, why aren't you using Domination more often? Here's the classic reason why. I used it earlier to get my stamina back. Now what? It's on cooldown and recharge. And so I don't have it ready for this boss, sadly. So we're just going to have to... we're going to have to hope he likes to slip and fall a lot. Did he just summon up an animated statue? I bet you that can be confused too. Oh, I'm held. Oh, I was wondering. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Now what am I held by? Ah, there's a break free there. Yeah, I totally got hoodwinked on the side there. Something came up from behind me, which is always like your squishy character's worst nightmares when things come up from behind you, right? You're too busy. Whoa, whoa. Speaking of. Well, come on over here, boys. Don't let me stop you. Don't stop short of my gas trap. Come on. Come on, boys. That's why I need you to run into the tear gas. Please and thank you. Look at all this. See? They're this is the power of the Dominator. Sticky situations like this, you're able to turn them around. Just by... Look at that. See, that's the dream right there. Now, I think they're spawning in and coming in behind me, so I need to be careful. I don't know if there's going to be more of them or not. Yeah, that was some weird spawn-ins. That was really kind of weird. A name to go with Ohm? Uh-oh. But hopefully this helps you guys, gives you some ideas. You cannot stop us, villain. I think there's some more rushing in. I can't tell. I'm afraid I'm going to move forward and they're going to, like, sneak up behind me again. Okay. Well, now we got a group over here. I can put a sleep canister on them. Oh, there's another group behind us again. Now, I do have a couple of emergency get out jail free cards if they decide to make a move. They're still staying over there, so that's good. Okay. See, easy peasy lemon squeezy for a Dom. I guess those guys are just going to stay over there. Sow the seeds of confusion. Oh no, amplifier. There he goes. That easy, right, guys? No problem for the Dom. The Dom gets the job done. He does, he does, he does. Alright, guys, I can go to bed. As much fun as I'm having, I gotta work tomorrow, sadly. But I hope this has helped. Boop ba doop ba doop ba doop.
Good night.
You too. There's still plenty of people around here on tour. Oh, that was from Excelsior. Ha. Oh, I forgot to see if I could transfer a character real quick. Let me do that real quick. Okay, another one done. Glad I checked. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Jerome, Tammy, Karis, Braddock, Phantom Zero. I always appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time tonight. Have a good